Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast. You can also follow us on YouTube, by the way. If you haven't done so, that's the video version of the podcast. And we just hang out after the show a little bit longer. Love for you to be a part of things. So it's the holiday season, and Jodi...
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, Sinatra here.
Jodi has started something new around the house. I think it's because of the holidays necessarily, but it's been noted for me because...
It's weird.
Everything that she's doing while she's putting up Christmas trees or standing in the kitchen wrapping presents or, even eating dinner now, she's wearing shoes in the house all the time. And Jodi, you have to understand, has always been barefoot since I've known her. Well, not everywhere.
Excuse me, I'm also very
Even at fancy events?
shoe
Right.
addicted too. So that's the irony someone once pointed out about me. One of
It
my
is
friends
true.
a long time ago.
It's totally true.
At home, I love being barefoot.
Yeah, when you're in your comfort
Yeah.
place, barefoot is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And but there was a sudden change, and the reason I noticed it, I might not have noticed it if Jodi was just wearing her
Flats, or whatever.
right? She's wearing the things with the 3-inch heels on them.
They're UGG slides.
Really?
Yeah, so they're not really 3-inch heels. It's the whole thing is 3 inches tall.
It's an UGG slide. It's a
Okay.
slide with almost a platform. That's all, because you know what? It's the most comfortable thing I can walk around in the house in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I love that thing.
So why are you wearing your shoes
So
in the house?
I'm trying it. Murphy's so weirded out. He's like, "Why are you wearing shoes all over the house now?"
Well, here's one problem with the platform slides. Now that I know what they're called, I'm going to remember that. It makes you taller than me, which drives me a little crazy.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
Keith Urban had that problem with Nicole too.
You can get some too, Murphy.
I did have Crocs that made me an inch taller, but anyway,
Not really. Not really. Okay, so when we were at my cousin Crystal's home for Thanksgiving, I'm also very much at home there.
Yeah.
They're like my sisters, my cousins, and we spent half the day in PJs, and so I'm barefooted.
Yeah.
And at one point, when you're in a different home, you're not as familiar with. I hit my toe on her sofa,
Yeah.
and it hurt badly.
oh yeah, actually, it bruised your toe.
It didn't look so hot for a
It
couple of
turned
days.
purple. Yeah.
Didn't look so sweet for a couple of days. But anyway, it really hurt. And Crystal was like, "Why are you walking around barefooted anyway?" And I'm like, "Have you met me at home? Chillaxing. I like to feel, it's part of it for me." And she said, I had a podiatrist tell me, and I'm thinking, who's got a podiatrist on dial? But she
You
said,
mean one of those kid doctors?
she had someone in the medical field tell her once that it's really bad for you to be walking around barefooted, even in your own home. She said, because you have no support. It's bad for your feet. And I'm like, what? That bothered me because I do want to continue to wear the heels and the platforms. I love shoes.
I mean, what did they do
want my feet
thousands
to-
of years ago?
Yeah.
Barefooted, but whatever. So, of course, I'm like, thank you. I'll take that under advisement. We get home. I start wrapping presents and putting up trees and doing all the things I do at home, like laundry, whatever, walking around. And I would put my slides on. And that's when Murphy noticed and asked me. So I want you to know I looked it up. There's a couple of schools of thought here. A lot of people do not wear shoes in the home, not just for the country girl comfort. That is my reason.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't wear them in the home because they don't want to track in germs and
Yeah.
dirt. The more you wear your shoes in and out, you bring in the outside.
Right.
There's a lot of people who you take your shoes
Yeah.
off at the
Yeah,
door.
there
I
are
know a
cultures
lot of
where you
people
do
that
that.
ask you to do
Right,
that.
that's the reason. But the other thing is, and she's right, however, wearing supportive indoor shoes or slippers can benefit foot health by preventing pain, blah, 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 any foot issues that you've ever had. And I've had foot issues. I had foot surgery
Yeah.
a few years ago
Well,
when I
that's
had that
actually-
little nerve thing.
That's one reason your toe kind of got caught in the sofa, right?
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because Jodi had I always forget the name of this. What was
Morton's
it called?
neuroma.
Morton's neuroma.
Oh, yeah.
Which sounds like a deli.
It was a nerve, a damaged nerve.
Right. And so when you had that removed, now you can't actually move that toe.
There's one toe that doesn't really.
And so you're not gripping, so it's very easy for that toe to get caught up where it doesn't need to be caught up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even like if you're walking across carpet, I think it's happened to you before where it drags and all of a sudden
Yeah, it's like, ow.
gets pulled. Yeah.
It's just
so,
different.
But are you more comfortable now that you're wearing shoes? Do you like it?
It's different for me. No, I'm very aware of it. I'm very aware that I'm in the home and I'm in shoes. And so it feels weird. That's why I'm wearing the most comfortable ones I own.
Yeah.
But I'm going to continue trying it because I want to take care of my body, my feet, my bones, whatever. And I do want to look, and I love shoes. I love heels. I am going to be it's going to be hard for me to give up heels one day. People have been telling me that forever. I wear heels when it's not necessary. I'm wearing heeled boots today. And it's like,
well, do it.
I've had people tell me one day you're not going to be able to wear those. I'm thinking, well, until then.
Why is it that people even say that when you think about it?
I don't know.
One day.
Honestly, because they're at that place where they can't.
Because they can't mind their own business.
No, it's just a natural thing to.
See, I'm not country. I'm city all the way.
Yes, you are.
And when I get in the house, shoes come off. And it's not a dirt thing with me. It's just like before I even change clothes into something comfortable, the shoes come off.
It's a comfort.
There's no need to have it on my feet.
There's that thing, that part of that beginning scene in Die Hard before he.
Ooh, the glass.
Well, he takes off the shoes for the reason of he was nervous on the flight. And when he got into his, John McClane we're talking about, by the way, from Die Hard.
Yeah, the movie opens with him sitting next to a guy on a plane who's explaining.
Right. Once you get home and once you put your feet down, take your shoes off and, rub the floor or whatever, it makes you feel grounded or whatever. I remember going, yeah, I love to take my shoes off.
Yeah.
Get my feet comfy.
But that was the whole scene setter. What do they call that in the movie when they're predicting the future? What's that called?
No idea.
Premonition?
Yeah, you do. No, you've talked.
Foreshadowing?
Thank you. That foreshadows the whole glass scene later.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's like, man, he didn't have shoes on.
For me, so yes, I like to pop my shoes off, but I can't do barefoot. And
that's right. Murphy doesn't. That's why I buy him slides.
Never have. I mean, I'll either wear socks or I'll wear slides, right, or something like that. But I'm not walking on a floor barefoot.
It's funny. People are either one way or the other, isn't it funny?
Well, I mean, we've got dogs, and you got hair, and then additionally into that, because look, people step on things, and I'm in really good shape. But being a type 1 diabetic, I can't also afford to have something, You just don't think about that. You take it for granted until you step on something that shouldn't be on the ground in the first place, and it hurts. So yeah, I just don't like that. And if I'm going into somebody's house and I take my shoes off at the door, my socks are clean. Obviously, it's not a big deal,
Yeah.
But I could understand it around your house with somebody breaking pickling jars all the time.
Okay, once. No, Murphy's just that way.
Yeah.
You've been that way. Like talking about this makes you realize you're either a shoes on at home person or a shoes off at home person.
Yeah.
And you have always, and I just always kind of thought, well, Murphy's a city boy.
Yeah.
You're a city boy too, is what you're saying, Sam, but you like them off. So just so you know, more dirt in the home if you bring the shoes and wear the shoes and you're tracking things in, but better for your feet, for your bones and your all of that if you wear something comfortable, at least something with support.
Yeah.
Support.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast. Free and easy.